Isn't it always the anticipation of walking to the plant section, hoping you'll see some new plants? You're either happy or disappointed. Some of these plants look like the same, but the good thing about it, they're still here. I'm not seeing too much damage or destruction. The geraniums are still holding their own. The little globes, they're still surviving. And this little section here, surprisingly, they're looking pretty good. Could need a good clipping of the dead leaves, but other than that, they're looking good. It looks to be the Petronii. We have the Syngonium champagne. That jade plant is still looking awesome. Good price still of $12.98. Those cactuses are really doing good. Now they don't need much water, so that's probably why they're really looking awesome here. Cute little chubby cactus back here. That's a cute one. And these low light plants here, still looking good. Here is a Monstera with $29.98. If I can get it down, we can look at it from the top. Still looking good. Get it home and get a good cleaning of the leaves and change the soil. That's a really nice looking Monstera. Ficus elasticus looking good still. And so is that Ficus Benjamin. Let's make our way down to the Adansonii here. Now, if they can change that water periodically, they would still thrive. They're doing good now, but sooner or later, that water's going to run empty. Alocasia dragon scales really looking nice still. $19.98. Some new leaf coming in. And some of the alocasias back there, they're probably dying off, making room for a new leaf, but still. Have to keep up with these little arrangements with the smaller vessels here. Now down here, gardenias, fragrant flowers it says, and they are running $9.93. Really nice. Have some buds there. Up there I'm seeing a nice supply of peace lilies. There are some more monsteras. There's a real good looking Hoya. So far those gardenias are rather new here. I didn't see them last time. And we can go up top, look at the smaller $5.98 pots. There's some variegated ivies. It's a little staghorn here. I haven't seen that before, that size. Now this is a nice size snake plant, Sansevieria. $5.98 for that. That's a really good size. All you need to do is a good cleaning in there. And we're running into some ZZ plants that are really looking like they need some attention. They are $7.98. And there's a pothos. Down there is the marginata and the bird's nest. That's a pretty pot. That's nice. Refresh, they're calling this pot. Really nice looking. And it has a price of $24.98. Here's a nice looking aglaonema. It is a 6-inch and it's running $14.98. I'm also seeing a nice looking ficus. And it's also running at a price of $12.98. These are really cute, these pots they're having. Almost has a concrete feel, but it's not heavy like that. This is a Birkin. Has a peachy pink tone to it, and it is $24.98. So I am running across some new pots. Let's check out this pot on the, that's a nice one. That's the Monstera is in that pot. Over here it looks like they're bringing back some money trees that they had for the new year. They almost could be a little lower price because these are like the beginning of the year. But just make sure you're doing that little squeezing of the trunk to make sure it's healthy. This is a pretty pot though, really pretty. And this pot is $19.98, and these are running $14.98. Have some bonsais. More money trees in the back. I'm not for sure what that one is. Can't reach it. Lucky bamboo is here. Nice looking pots. Again, looks like they're from the new year. And they are running, if I can find the price, $12.98. Really like the pots. This is a nice one too. Gorgeous pots. What is this? This almost looks like Cousin It from the Addams Family. It's unique. At first I said, is that a basketball? Now the potho needs some work, but that is really unique with the foliage globe bowl. And it is $24.98. That is beautiful Scandapsus. Needs the leaves removed that are bad, and it is $16.98. Here are some new plants here I haven't seen. They're really beautiful. They are called Rosarama, scented naturally. Really gorgeous. The price is $14.98. I'm not for sure what they mean by scented naturally. I'm not smelling too much of a scent, but it is beautiful. Now, while I'm down here, I'm just gonna squat down because I'm seeing some other things here, like this beautiful bonsai or whatever this could be. Let me try to make some room or some arranging. Matter of fact, I can just move over here to the front. So these are live trends, and they are, not sure why they would be $74.98, but it is a ficus ginseng. Maybe you're paying for the pot and the decor itself, which is really pretty. So this also, like I said, is this some, well, maybe it's a decor. Hopefully, I'm not for sure, but it's a nice looking plant. Okay, here we are with some more roses. I had to touch that. I was like, is that real? So this must have been part of the Valentine displays. Really pretty. And they are $29.98. That's my favorite color, is that purple. And here we go with the two-tone. Looks like they give you some plant food in here too. Mini roses, that's what these are. They're that pretty coral. That's a gorgeous one back there, that red one. And then these are in the little pots with the Valentine. Maybe these are going on clearance, you know. These are $11.98. These haven't budded yet, but they look like they're going to be yellow. Really pretty. And I'm sure you can keep them, yeah, you can keep these alive until the summer. Do your research. Those are really nice. Let's go up top. Our orchids are still strong. I'm not seeing anything new. Just the same orchids are here. Here, these are those globy indoor plants. Those what I thought was a basketball. So this is just how the pots are made. We have transcantia in there and a spider plant. Oh wow, look at this. I haven't seen this in a while. Rickrack, that's a nice one. $24.98. That pot is really different. I'm trying to find an empty spot. I want to see if it's self-watering. Check out this euphorbia, really pretty. Some more underneath there, and they are running $16.98. Those are still looking good. African violets. Those cute little heart ferns are here still. Nice looking speckled carnosa, $9.98. Oh, this Candapsus sage and cream. It's really pretty. Trailing up both ways. Really pretty. Can't see the price. There it is right there. $9.98. Check that one out. That's a nice one. Really big leaves on here. That was going to be $16.98. So guys, I'm going to end this video here, and we're going to head out to another location. See you then. Okay guys, we are at Lowe's, and we're doing the walk towards the plant section. So right here is where we saw the Monstera mints, which they are gone. But they still do have some nice Thai constellations, and then they have their hydrangeas that are looking really dry. So hopefully someone will get to that. Right here we have an awesome selection of yucca plants. They are $36.98, really tall. Then they have some majesty palms that they brought on this side, and they are $24.98. So nothing is catching my eye as far as anything being new right now. Looks like we have the same selection. So I'm just going to walk through. Those golden crocodiles are looking not so good. This one here is an aglaonema, and they are $19.98. They have some smaller ZZs, and then they have some epipremon. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. And they are $15.98. There are some different Bacchias as well right there. And these, I don't know if this is the new selection or if this can't be the same ones, because if that's the case, these are really looking good. Calatheas. Some ficus. Fiddle leaf. Monstera's mixed up in there with the majesty palms. Over here, same variety. They have a little assortment right here. I wonder if these really sell. I mean, I guess they would if you divide them. You'll have a couple of plants, and those are $17.98. Little selection there. Nothing catching the eye. Same old. There's some ponytail palms. Nothing eye-catching. This is snake plants. That's a pretty aglaonema right there. Really nice and big. And right here we have skeleton key pothos. I've never seen this in person. I've seen it on others' channels. These are $21.98. Okay. And what do we have here? It looks like some sort of ivy plant, but it's not telling me the name of it. It is $21.98. There are little custom arrangements here. And these are on sale. These are the Wick and Grow. They are now $9.98. The golden pothos and the Dieffenbachia. They are talking about the ones at the bottom. So that's not a bad price. Really decent looking plants under there. Golden pothos, nice looking. $9.98, guys. And I would assume these would be on sale as well. Let me grab one of them and look. Well, these say $12.98. I'm not for sure if that would be included, but maybe that sago palm would be, because that's $13.98. So let's make our way back up here so we can take a look at these other Wick and Grows. Sometimes I wonder if they should just make a whole new display, because this brown is really making it a little dreary. They need something to really brighten this up, I would think. That would really probably help. We go right here, and this, cannot see the name of it. It's a nice looking plant though. $21.98, but no name. That's a pretty full pothos right there too. Fitonii. So this is, here's the name of this one. Strawberry begonia. Really nice looking. Just cascading all around. Really nice. Good leaves too. Really pretty pothos. So back down here, we have our button ferns, lemon button fern. So all of these are $5.98. And it's the usual lineup. They're looking a little fresh. Looking really good. Nothing new though. Nothing sticking out. And that's a pretty one. That is the Snow White waffle plant. Really pretty. And this ruby red Fitonia, or Fitonii, however you want to pronounce it. That is $8.98. Really vibrant colors. These are looking really pretty and vibrant. Let's go all the way around there and look at this one. Really, really pretty. And that is a Jade Jewel Dracaena. This looks like the Palea, or is it? I'm not for sure. Something made me call it that. That's pretty. And this is the Juanita Fitonia. There's a Dracaena. So all of these are still the same plants. Right along here, we already saw that. Don't want to miss that deal though. $9.98. And that would be for the Wick and Grow. It's the 1.4 quart Wick and Grow. It's only the golden pothos and Dieffenbachia. Let me see what that is. Dragon's Tongue. I have that in my terrarium. What is this one called? Goldcrest False Aurelia. Okay. Heart-shaped philodendron. There's another Fitonia. What is this one? Oh, waffle plant. Really pretty purple in the back. Okay. All right, let's continue our search for something new. When we go around here, we've seen these already. Nothing new. Still looking good. Beautiful Prince of Orange and a lovely looking Monstera Cobra. Right along here, nothing new. Nothing at all. Still the same. I'm not really going to slow down. Not seen those pots before, but the same plants. These are some good deals. They're $1.78. The pour and feed singles. I don't know if it's time to feed the plants yet, but they're there. Here are some air plants that are looking really dry. So cute. Here we go with these. Still nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary. Now these are still here, surprisingly. More ZZs and some different looking pots. And same thing here. Nothing eye-catching. Saw a lot of videos, people showing new plants in their areas, and they've not reached my area. If they do, they're gone really quickly. So everybody gets their turn of having some outstanding plants in their locations. All right, so let's go ahead and make our way down here to the clearance section. I'm not for sure what we'll walk into, but we'll soon find out. And these are going to be half off. You have your twisted money tree. Here is a ficus. And what else am I seeing? I mean, this one looks really good. It'll be half off. So that is a good deal for this one. It really does look good. Take off that one bad leaf there. Looks like they have a bird of paradise back there. And here is another ficus that's really tall. So I would really grade this little section right here of the larger plants. This is about the best selection here. All right, guys, so I will be leaving Lowe's. Okay, so this wasn't a good tour for us today. It was a lot of the same plants, and a lot of them really needed some work done. But we all can have the perfect plant shopping experience, so let's see what else we can find. Okay, I am at Home Depot number 2. So we will see what we can find here. We might see the same things, but at least we're looking. ZZs are here. There's an alocasia right there for $24.98. I'm not for sure if this is a new card, but it just has some Majesty Palms and some fiddle leaf with the peace lilies here. There's also a bird of paradise. That's $19.98. There's an aglaonema in the background here. Okay, so this platform of floor plants we have seen before. So we'll move on to their little hanging display. This is nice. We saw this at the first Home Depot. It's a pretty one. And they also have the lucky bamboos down there. Here's a heart-shaped philodendron. It's another pretty transcantia there. Nothing up top that looks to be new. Same thing. These are on sale. $9.98 from $12.98. I didn't see that at the other store. There's the bric-a-brac cactus there. And we can look around on this display. The ficus, the calatheas. Down here we have some Atsonias, ZZs. More of the syngoniums. Bella palms are here. And Some philodendrons that are not in the greatest shape, but there's someone that can help them bounce back. Monsteras. Nothing really new. And go to the next table. Same thing. So not all Home Depots are getting all of these new plants that the other YouTubers are showing. It's just not our turn, looks like. But I would definitely like to see those plants that those other stores are having. That's a nice looking alocasia there in a pretty pink pot. Really pretty. And there's that Birkin that's looking good on there too. And this also looks like that is a, which one is this? Yes, this is a Prince of Orange that's in a pot. These new pots they have. Their orchids are in the back. They don't have as many. They have a few scattered around, but not as many as they usually have. So let's make our way over here. There's the beautiful jades. They also have some string of hearts here. $12.98, really pretty. And I'm seeing in these little hanging baskets, string of pearls. There's another sedums hanging there. And let me try to get this situated. These are some tiny little baskets. This one here is a raindrop succulent. That's nice. $7.98 for that. Back here we see a ruby necklace. $7.98. So I've not seen this in a while, so that is new. Some more hanging succulents, really nice. So they have two displays of that, right here and here. Down there, they have some flowering cactuses. Hoya. I don't see any Hoyas that are brand new that we haven't seen before, but these are here. And they're $12.98. And their usual display of the Leaf Joy H2O bottles are still here. Nothing new. Still the same Hoyas. Freckled Splash. The little globes. And here we go with these. Then we saw these Rumpelstiltskins before. Now there are the ficuses.